We have new numbers tonight, a new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, and it's a revealing one. Everything from politics to oil to racial profiling. Our chief White House correspondent and NBC News political director Chuck Todd is with us here at the board with the numbers. And Chuck, we asked about a lot of subjects this time.
We did. A lot's happened since the last time we went into the field. And let's begin with the oil spill and what folks think of the federal government's response so far. And it's a mixed bag. 45% believe the government is not doing enough. 43% believe they are doing enough. Of course, BP is the one that a lot of people blame a lot more right now than the federal government. How about that new immigration law in Arizona? Well, a whopping 64% support the law. And we read them the law verbatim, exactly as it's been written. 64% approve of it, 34% oppose it. But look at this number among Hispanics. It's reverse. 70% of Hispanics oppose it, 27% support it. It is something that is going to be a political hot potato for probably the next couple of years. How about the president? Well, look at this. There's sort of a polarizing view of the president these days. 51%, a majority, actually now disapprove of his policies. And yet he's still well liked. 69% like him personally. So this polarized view, he's sort of Teflon personally, but he's having a hard time selling his agenda. How's this translating to the political parties? Well, look at it. We know there's an anti-incumbent atmosphere out there. Both political parties viewed negatively. The Democrats, 37% positive rating, 42% negative. Republicans, a lesser positive rating. But check this out. The Tea Party, it's not an official political party, but there are more people have a positive view of the Tea Party than of the Republican Party, and fewer people have a negative view of the Tea Party than either of the two major parties. It's a conservative movement for now, but it is something that seems to be catching on. So what is this anti-incumbent atmosphere all about? Why is it that everybody is so angry? Well, look at these numbers. We'll start with this. Large majorities, 56% say the country's heading in the wrong direction. It's been that way for 6 months. 58%, for instance, believe the stock market's not a fair and open process to them. Look at this one. 75% believe that they don't trust anything that comes out of Washington. 81% are dissatisfied with the economy. And now you have 83% that believe the two-party system has real problems, and a large chunk of those voters would like to see an actual creation of a third party, the largest we've seen yet. And Brian, this explains why Republican Bob Bennett lost in Utah. A Democratic congressman lost last night in a primary. We may have two senators this Tuesday both lose. It's an angry and pessimistic public.
And I know after this attempted bombing in Times Square, you asked a question every family has debated about racial profiling.
We did, and we asked it specifically on the issue of would you be in favor of racial profiling when it comes to combating terrorism? And guess what? A majority said yes. It's a slim majority, but a majority nonetheless. 51% would approve of it, 43% disapprove of it. Clearly, this issue of terrorism is something that they're willing to give up some of their own personal rights, and they're willing to see some racial profiling, Brian.
Chuck Todd with our latest poll numbers. All of it fascinating. Chuck, thanks.